All right, guys, what's up? Another day, another video vlog. So today we are out here in the city of Henderson on the south side of the valley in a mass plan community called Inspirada. This is actually the second phase. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at a home here that we just spec'd out for a client, and we're about to close on this home here. But what I like to do before we close on the home, when we do our final walkthrough, I wanna come back out and I wanna take a look at the property to make sure all the items have been completely done off the checklist before we do our final walkthrough. Our final walkthrough is actually tomorrow. So let's go take a look and let's take a look at this spec home. Let's see what it's all about. I think you guys are gonna really like this. So this community is very unique, and the reason why I say that is because Inspirada is more of an urban living, and what they want you to do, or what they're trying to incorporate in this community, is they want families to come out here and to literally live outside, because there's a bunch of parks and all that good stuff for the kids. I would say this is more like a family-oriented type of neighborhood community as well, and that's why what you'll see is that the two-car garage is actually out in the back. So your main front of your home is on the main street here. There was a lot of blue tape that was done to this home. So as you can see, this is a pretty large two-car garage. Normally a two-car garage is about 400 square feet. You can literally fit 4 cars in here if you wanted to. It's very deep. All right, as I make my way inside the kitchen here, the buyers did a lot of upgrades to the home. As you can see, we have high-end cabinets here, nice quartz countertops, and with the waterfall. Now with the kitchen, we had some problems here. It was actually the light rail, and the reason why was because right down here, what happened was this backsplash on this quartz was cut so low, so it looks like they filled this out and caulked this, so they did a good job on here. And let's see if they did it on this side. And they also did it on this side too as well, so that was one of the issues. The cabinets, we had a problem with the cabinets. Let's see here, I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like, if you see right up there on the cabinet up there, you still have that dry wall right there on the right hand side. You see it, Rudy?
Up in here?
Yeah, there you go. We wanted that fixed, and it looks like that's not fixed yet. So that's something that we're gonna have to take care of. And this was supposed to be polished out. Looks like they did an okay job, but we'll have to see if the buyers are okay with that. So one of the things that we ran into a problem with the buyer was the buyers noticed that this little trim right here was actually the cover, this luxury vinyl, and this is actually a floating vinyl. So what we found out when we went back to the model, we noticed it was just a clean look, and the buyers, that's what they wanted, a clean look. But the reason why they had to do this little trim is because this is actually a floating vinyl, and when you do a floating vinyl, it's not gonna butt up to it really close. And the reason why is because you have to have like a 1/4 inch gap, because the home is gonna shift, versus if it was solid wood, you can cut it and you can flush it for a cleaner look. So basically what we're gonna do here at this point is probably take a straight edge on a 6 inch here, and we're gonna put a white one here, so that way it matches the baseboards all the way around, and I think that's gonna pop. So that's one of the problems that we had, okay? In here, this is actually the pantry. Now, what I noticed when it comes to paint, you really gotta look very closely with the paint, because in different areas of the home, the time of the home, the lighting, the shade, the shadows, on this right here, a lot of this stuff was not painted. You could literally see through the paint. That means they came in here and only did 1 coat of paint. So it looks like all this has been completed, so that's really nice. Also, if you notice, what I like about this is that you have the pocket doors, and you can literally walk all the way through. Now, another thing that we had was actually the casings around the door. There was a lot of dings and damage to the casings. So keep in mind, if you see that, don't worry about that, because what they're gonna do is come and Bondo the dings and the dents, and they'll just sand it down, and they're just gonna repaint it. So it looks like they did a pretty good job on this. I would say that it just needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, but we're gonna address that tomorrow. Same thing on the other side too as well. Now, what I like about this home, right, this is a 4-bedroom home. You have the primary upstairs with the balcony. You also have 2 bedrooms separate. Then you have the loft, and you have a suite downstairs. So let's go take a look at this, okay? Oh, before we do that, one of the things that I noticed during our inspection was there was actually a gap here underneath. So it looks like they fixed that problem, so that's something to look out for. But, I mean, we're already on the first floor, so let's go outside. Now, another issue that we ran into when we did the walk was that the doors here, they actually had different doors. They had to replace the doors, and the reason why is because the builders, they're pretty much backed up right now with a bunch of materials and supplies. So they were substituting just like generic doors, but it looks like they added new doors here and they painted the doors. So that is good. That is good to go. Looks stucco here. Looks like some stucco work needs to be done here. Some stucco work needs to be done here. That's what the green tape is. So it looks like they are still working on that, which is a good thing. So one of the issues that we had with this countertop, there was a lot of chips on the countertops. So it looks like it still needs to be filled in, okay? And remember, and I talked about this, when you guys do your final walkthrough, make sure to run your hands all the way across here to feel that you have any chips here. And also make sure to take it underneath the sink too as well. And that's what happened here, and that's why we were able to identify a chip here. Looks like they did all the touch-up paint here, which is great. So there's not too much that needs to be done. Now let's take a look at this bedroom real quick here. It needs to be caulked, so that's not a big deal. Now let's come into this bathroom. Looks like the bathroom is pretty much all done. Now the only thing that we need to do is this drywall piece here. You want to get in on this right here, Rudy? Yeah. So looks like they had to caulk this and fill this in right here. So now they just have to texture paint, and we should be ready to go. All right, so one of the major issues that we had with this double stem floating staircase was I noticed that there was a lot of places that they didn't stain. So we need to take a look at this. So it looks like all this has been stained, okay? We had problems underneath here, and we also had some drywall issues here. Looks like they retextured, re-dried wall, all that. Looks like they did a very good job. So now let's make our way upstairs. Now I noticed that there's still a little bit chips here on the stairs that need to be cleaned up. It's minor. Now keep in mind that when you have stairs like this, these stairs can get scratched pretty easy. So if you have pets, be aware of that. Now this is the loft area. One of the issues that we ran into was when they actually did the carpet on this outlet here, they actually carpet right above this outlet. So it looks like they cut this out. This could definitely be more flush. So this is something that we will address tomorrow too as well. Also, when it comes to the handrails, there was a lot of imperfections on the handrails. Looks like they did all the touch-up paint, so that's really good. Now let's go take a look at the other 2 bedrooms here. So now as I make my way into the second bedroom, off to the left we have the closet. There was nothing that needed to be done here. Inside this room here, basically we just did a bunch of touch-up paint. Now the buyers are going to utilize this as an office, and I think it's really cool just due to the fact that you have your window here that takes you out to the main street. Then you have another window over here that overlooks your courtyard. So I think this is actually going to be perfect for an office. Now, as I make my way out through the hallway, off to the left we have this bathroom here. And this bathroom actually services the 2 bedrooms. As you can see, we had some upgrades here. The 2 sinks, 36 inches on the countertops. Now there was some paint chips here. Looks like that has all been filled, which is great. Counters are good. You still have little blemishes right here that can be painted. Obviously this needs to be straight here. Boom. Fixed it. Done. Okay. Tub shower combo. All that stuff is good. Now let's make our way back down to the second bedroom here. So it looks like they still need to do a paint chip right above there. Other than that, everything else looks pretty good here. Looks like they did a really good job. Now this has been here for a couple days. As you can see right above there where we have that outlet, there's a piece of tape there. So it looks like we're going to have to get a scaffold and to grab that tape. Now let's make our way into the primary. Now I really do like the primary, how large it is. Now as you walk into the primary, off to the left, we have our bathroom. Now in the primary, we had some carpet stains here. It looks like they cleaned the carpet stains out. And coming out here, as you can see, you have a beautiful view of the strip. Now, one of the issues that we had here was with this steel railing, where it's actually powder coated black. But if we take a look underneath here, you have a lot of overspray with the stucco, and it still looks like it needs a lot of work here. It needs to be repainted, cleaned up. So this is something that definitely needs to be addressed. All right, so another thing that we had a problem with the home inspection here was we noticed inside here the grouts was not filled all the way nor sealed, but keep in mind that it's not going to be sealed, so just make sure you seal your grout. However, all the grout lines have been done, which they did a really good job, and I'm very pleased with that. And also over here, right on the tub, it should have been caulked. Let's see if this has all been caulked. Okay, perfect. So all this is done with caulking the grout lines, so they did a good job on that, so I'm pleased with that. Now, what's cool about this bathroom is that the buyers actually spec this out. They put a 1-in-1 here, which is your Cat 6 and your coax for your TV and your outlet, because they're going to put a TV right here, which is, I think it's pretty cool. Now, inside the closet, we still have some paint that needs to be done on the door. Now, on this one, there's a little bit minor perfections. However, it doesn't matter because the buyers are going to come in here and they're going to have some custom closets from Closets of Las Vegas. So if you guys are interested in custom closets or cabinets, contact Pat at Closets of Las Vegas and let her know I sent you. Now in the laundry room, there's a minor like paint chips here and there, but it looks like it has been filled up. There's little strips that need to be cleaned up on this tile here. Now, one thing that I want to mention is that in the laundry room, when you are building and speccing your home, I love these transitions here. And the reason why you want something that's like a 6-inch depth right here, so that way once you have your elbow to your dryer, you can literally slide the dryer all the way in to where it's like flush to the wall. Because if you look at the older homes, you don't have this 6-inch depth, and what happens is the hose has to hang out. Now your dryer is hanging out. But this is actually a cool feature right here. Also right here, what we did to actually save money, this is just a quick tip, okay? Instead of going through with the builder, what they did was we pre-plumbed this one, and they're gonna build their own cabinets and their own sinks. So, quick tip. If you guys like more video content like this, let us know in the comments below. If you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up, but most importantly, hit that notification button. Also, if you are a realtor out here or even out of state, you have a property that you would like us to feature on our channel, we definitely would like to collaborate with you. Send us a DM. Other than that, until next time, be blessed, folks. Always pivot and profit.